Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the 3 Beats channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. I'm going to be showing you a few plugins that I'd use personally for a drill beat if I were ever to make one. I've made quite a few drill beats in my time. I've even done 2 different tutorials on drill beats. That's 3. That's 2. I've done 2 different tutorials on drill beats before, so I've got a rough idea of what you'd use for them. And some of these plugins are quite classic plugins that you'd see being used by most producers. I'm just going to show them to you, and I'm going to show you how to use them and the best, most effective way to use them. I'm also going to show you some free instruments that you can install as well, because I know that you lot aren't the richest people, let's say. I'm one of the people's producers, so without further ado, let's get into the video and I'll show you some of the free plugins that we can use. First of all, I'm going to show you the free plugins that I've got here, and then I'll show you the effects that we can put onto them to make them sound more drill-like. We start off here with the Keyzone Classic Piano. Now, I've used this recently quite a lot, and with this, you've got 5 different instruments, I think, here. You've got the Keyzone Piano, the Yamaha Piano, the Steinway Piano, and then you've got these 2 here. And these 2, I think, are more ambient bass, if you want to make an ambient bass beat, but for now, we're just going to use these 3 here, because these are the more general kind of classic piano sounds. So yeah, this is the Keyzone plugin. This is free, obviously, and if you want to check it out, I've got a link down below. You can check out and download it for yourself. Now, as you've noticed, I've sort of spaced out these notes, and that is for a good reason. I could actually just legato these. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the mixer track. We're going to go into the slot 1 of insert 1. We're going to add a grossbeat effect onto it, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I sort of make a drill style melody with this. First, what we've got is we've got the half speed effect, and if you just press onto this, you get this little slope here, and if I play the sound for you, it'll be played at half speed. And essentially, I think it's I'm not sure on the exact term. I think it's an augmentation, so it will play the same length of note, but it will be playing at half the speed. And if you also notice, it's playing an octave lower. And because we've got 3 different effects on this piano, we can also change these effects to whichever one you prefer to use. So I think the Steinway piano is probably the best for drill, in my opinion. Now, something also which I've just found out recently is the BBC Symphony Orchestra. This is an orchestra VST. It's by Spitfire Audio, the same people that did Labs as well. And this is the VST right here, if I just open it up for you. It features all of these orchestral sections, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but we're going to use the main one here, which is a string section. And this plugin, I think what you have to do is you have to send some sort of email, and then they'll send you an email back with a download link in a few days or something like that. I'm not exactly sure on it, because I forgot how you do it, but don't pay the money for it. It does ask you if you want to pay like a tenner or something to get the plugin. Now, don't do that, just wait the time period. As you can see, it features every single orchestral section here. The one section you'll probably use as a drill producer would be the string section, but you've also got these other sections. And if you want to add woodwind as well, you can add the flutes as well. As of the VST itself, this is what it sounds like. So again, if we just legato these notes, what we can also do with these is we can also add a grossbeat onto these. However, with these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a side chain onto it. I'm going to move this up here. So I'm going to have this sort of gate where it just kind of slides in instead of it just bouncing in. The good thing with grossbeat is the fact that you can have 2 different plugins playing at once. As you can see, I've got the half speed and the side chain. They're sort of morphing into each other and making one same sound from 2 different effects. And something else which does give you that half speed effect is, where is it? Half time. I'm trying to find it. Half time. There it is. I'm using it on the demo. This literally costs a tenner, so if you just want to buy it for a tenner, you can use that as well. It doesn't really matter. The only issue with the demo is the fact that you can only use it 1 instance at a time, so you can't use 2 or 3 different ones on each mixer track. And you also can't save presets, but that's something that you get with most plugins that have a demo version. However, if you're not really fussed about that and you just want to use it for this halftime effect, you can also use it for this. And also what I found is this swelling effect that you get from the halftime effect is quite cool as well. So if I just move this over here, I found this swelling effect to be a lot better when you actually use it on the piano. So if I go over to the piano effect and I use it on there instead, if I just turn up this swelling to try and give you a more kind of exaggerated effect. As you can see, without the swelling, it just kind of hits. There's a bit of a cut on the attack if you swell it. The next plugin which I was talking about earlier is Labs. Now, I haven't really got anything installed on here because I haven't set it up properly, but you literally have to download the Spitfire Audio application, and then you have to pull over the Labs, so you download it and then it will send it to your account. I know I'm making this sound confusing. If you want to check out how to download it, I'll leave a link down below and you can check out a full video on how to download all of the plugins in Labs. But yeah, for now, I've only got this choir plugin here because this is the only one that I was actually going to use for this video. So yeah, I'm not really going to add effects effect onto this. I don't think there is really a need for an effect onto this plugin. This is just going to kind of complement the other sounds that are in there as well. Then we've got the classic guitar light VST. I downloaded this a few weeks ago and I haven't really got to use it, but I tried it out earlier, and it's a dark sounding guitar VST which features all of these guitar presets. You've got all these different settings here that you can change as well, so if you want to kind of cut off that attack as well. So you've got this origin one which kind of adds a bit of a delay sound as well. It's really up to personal preference what you'd like to use this for. It's free download. I'll leave the link in the description for this one as well. And then finally, something that I downloaded earlier but I have used before on my old PC. I've switched PCs now, so I didn't have this previously, but I've got it now. It's the D-Blue tape stop. What you have to do with this plugin is something pretty weird. So usually with these kind of plugins, you just click on this green button and you create an automation clip. For some reason this plugin doesn't work in the same way as other plugins, so what you have to do is you go into the plugin, you press onto create automation clip, and then what you'd have to do is you'd have to press here, make this automation here. And what this plugin essentially does is it gives you that tape stop effect, which I'll demonstrate to you right now. If I, for instance, put it as 0, it will slow down a lot more slowly, as you'll hear here. And then if I lift that up, you can hear it going down a lot quicker. And yeah, so those are all the plugins for today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like down below. Leave a comment on what VSTs I could have checked out in this video, and any other ones you'd like to let other people know if you're checking down the comment section. As I said earlier, any of the plugins that I've checked out in this video, you can check out in the link in the description. Well, that's been it from me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll see you in a bit.